How you guys doing? Today is Wednesday, 10/20/2021. Welcome to the Swingcast episode 172, I think. It doesn't matter. If you're new here, welcome. If you want to get more information on my class and how my technical analysis goes, the class is right here for you. Go check that out. What's great about the class is that we cover more than just a system. Most traders on here, on YouTube in general, are going to discuss systems. Hey, here's a way to do option calls, option puts. Here's a way of doing this or that. I'm going to teach you structure. I actually have the thing. Hold on. I actually have the square that we built. This is a little building we have. And we'll learn in the class is that the structure is what your system goes into. And so we have risk management on the bottom. We have technical, fundamental, mental analysis right here. We have goal setting. We have trading plan, macro markets, and the roof is going to be consistency. So those 8 things make up my trading structure. Your system go inside that. Those things never change because rigid rules lead to flexible expectations per stock, and you have a much better time trading. Wink. So if you are new, welcome. We'll discuss that. Today we're going to discuss technical analysis. We're going to discuss supports, resistances, trend lines, patterns, email lines, volume profile, RSI, stochastic, and the vortex indicator. All those great things. If you really enjoyed this content, if you really enjoy what I do here, if you really enjoy all the information, I also have the Discord, Patreon link down below. Go check that out. If you don't trust random dudes online with tattoos and piercings, why would you? You can always add me on Discord directly to the description box as well. No credit card information. Just come check out the Discord. It's totally fine. What's great with this is that you get morning newsletters, 5 a week, about the macro markets. I'm going to talk about futures, indexes, and sectors with RRG graphs, among other things. Show what the market shows, and then at nighttime, these exact picks early, a newsletter on these picks in depth with stop loss, price targets, all that early before the episode. So you get a bunch of great stuff. We have fantastic day traders, options traders, long-term investors, great folks there. Come check us out if you want to. If not, it's totally fine. Lastly, if you enjoy these picks, yesterday's picks, quite a few right here are still viable to play. I suggest you go check those out as well. Lastly, in the description box below is my journal. All the picks that I make here, I track for you. So you want to be like, is this guy legit? Go to the journal, see all the plays. You can go back and backtest everything I've shown. It's what I'm doing here. I think you should go check it out to make sure I'm actually valid. You should always do that and backtest folks you watch. With that being said, 8 great stocks today. Let's get right into it. So first is AIM. What's great about AIM is that this great consolidation happening, this great support line. If you don't know what the lines mean, we have support is white, resistance is orange. Our resistance trend is orange and dotted. Our supporting trend is golden and dotted. For volume profile, these 2 white dotted lines right here, this is where 70% of action happens. And this is the POC. It's very gravitational and the chart's strongest resistance and support. I don't have 45 minutes now to cover volume profile. But once again, that top right corner, I think, yeah, that's top right, I'm dumb, right there. Go check it out, great lesson for you. It shows you what the class has, but also this great tool, add it now. What we're seeing here is a great consolidation. Every time it goes sideways for a period of time, sideways, sideways, sideways. We usually get some big move after, even if it's a smaller consolidation. But over here, we went sideways for quite a while, and then boop, big old move. We're seeing that here. It's really starting to get tight. Again, it could break up, it could break down, but it's a fantastic value at the support. I want to see what the email lines have to offer, among other things. Let's check the indicators. What's great about this is that I actually don't check indicators while I'm scanning or charting to begin with. Indicators can show you 4 things: trend, momentum, volume, and volatility. That's it. So I think the technical analysis is the cake. The indicators are just going to be the icing. So again, if you're a beginner, let's go through these together and show you what I see and how I'd use them in every single stock. It's great for a beginner to see a veteran do this live. I've never seen this before. So off the bat, we can see the 50 is being the real resistance down here. Once you get over the 50, you have good runs, but that's going to be your main resistance. And as we can see down here, it's really stopping us. The 200 as well. But again, the 10 crossover here, it has pretty good 10 run-ups like this. You break over the 10, what happens? The 10's the blue one. You don't break back under it until the run's over. That's really cool. Look at this run. It's very close. It's a little bit more muddied. But again, almost the whole way, you have been fine. So now tomorrow, if we open over the 10, those first 4 hours hold, we should be good to go here. I like what I see with the email lines. A crossover is fine, but waiting for value is also fine. It goes both ways here. RSI, it's sideways. We're consolidating, so it's a fair price. That makes some logical sense here. Stochastic, no bearish, no bullish at all. It's just good value at 1. You want negative 40 usually. But right here, it makes sense consolidating. Bulls on top, bears below. You do want bulls on top, but bulls did just cross over just today. So again, we have more momentum up. That's a good vortex entry in my own opinion. I do like to buy vortex at the bottom for value, but a crossover works as well. AIM, I love what I see. Very easy penny stock. Again, you're probably risking 5 or 6% to make 20 on a good run. More than I like to risk usually, but I think it's a really good looking stock here that I called it before and I printed. Let's see if we can do it again. Next is CWH. We are above where I want to buy in. I mean, it came down here. I was going to call it, but then took off the next day. So I was going to call this yesterday, and it said, screw you and see you later. So now we got to call it today. A great trend up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why is that important? Most trend lines that I call have to have more than 3 hits. 3 at the minimum. Any one of you idiots, any one of me idiots, can call a stock that has 2 hits. A to B is not hard, but A to B to C, then to D, E, F is much more significant to me. And so if we do see a great trend here, it's holding. This support area is holding. These boxes over here, you want to know what these are from our Discord. I can let you know. That's our second buy spot if it does dip down. First buy spot, second if it does break down. Great support, but even here, risking 3% to hopefully make about 9. It makes more sense here, 3 to 1. Ascending triangle for a breakout. I love what I see overall. Let's check the indicators together. The 10 run-ups are pretty clean. Okay, once you get over the 10, clean run-up. Not very clean. Clean. So once you get over the 10, see how it breaks down but it doesn't hold? Once you get over the 10, you should be good to go. We just had that. It broke back down, so we haven't had any life yet. But once you get over that 10, you could go long. Same with the 50 and the 200. All are fine for crossovers, but I think, again, values here, I'd still buy into value. RSI at 42 looks good. No bearish divergence, no bullish, just at 42 is fine. On the stochastic, same here, a bit overbought, so we may again come back down to value. That's why I'm saying I think a value purchase makes the most sense here, because we do pull back, 2 or 3%. It's right where you want it, right? So if it does pull back, we should be good. Bulls are low, bears are high. Bulls, as I said, you want to buy low usually. You see my cursor to the left, it's where all the action is. It looks good up here. And again, the bears all the way up here, they're so high. They're Wiz Khalifa high. They're so high here. Once they crash, we should be good to go. CWH, I don't know what Camping World Holdings actually does. I have a hunch it deals with Camping World due diligence. So I don't know what they're doing exactly, but technically it's a complete banger. I would definitely watch list it. Next is DraftKings DKNG. This is a great support, and when we zoom out, it's a great trend up, right? Once, twice, 3, 4. We do have lower highs here, but we have higher lows, so some form of triangle may be forming soon here. As we can see, no true resistance trend line here either. You have a horizontal one, but no trend line, so I don't know what kind of pattern we're going to have here soon. But the value here is unmistakable. I mean, you're at the POC, which is gravitational. Maybe you risk 4 or 5%. A full move here to where it used to be 28. I'd say more realistically, you're going for about 12 to maybe even 15% move here, 3 to 1. If you dip down to the 47s, easy buy. I mean, it likes to consolidate 4 big moves. Consolidate, move, consolidate, move, consolidate, move. And now we have consolidation. Bulls and bears are fighting. If DKNG can get any kind of momentum, it should be a great purchase. Let's check the indicators together. Not volume profile, but let's check the indicators. The 50 is going to be your go signal. Bump, bump, bump. So once you're over the 50, you should be good to go. The 10 run-ups, fairly clean it looks like. I mean, there's nothing to write home about. They are pretty good. See how when you go over the 50 and the 10, you're good to go. So once we cross the 50 and the 10 tomorrow, if we do go up, that's a great go signal. And again, below those is a good value. Either one works. RSI, it's fair. Makes sense. We're going sideways. Stochastic is fair. It makes sense. We're going sideways. No bearish divergence, really. I mean, it's a stretch to say that this is a bearish divergence. I mean, it's obviously there, but it's very minuscule. I'm not worried about that. And then no bullish, but again, -2, it's fair. Bulls are winning, bears are losing, so if bulls do cross over and have life here, we should get a good 50 cross, which leads to a good few days. DraftKings looks pretty good here, DKNG. I don't love, if I'm being honest, I don't love how long this consolidation is taking for opportunity cost of other plays, but I think for like if you're going to hold for like 2 years or 6 months, yeah, this is a fine purchase. It's a great spot to be at. DKNG, I like what I see. That rhymed. That should be a rapper. Next is INMB, Immune Bio Inc., spelling champ of the world. Great trend here. Again, once, twice, 3 times it's held. I mean, this is not a big move. That's still a 15% move. All right, lower highs, higher lows, it's consolidating. You could buy in off momentum here. If you get one more green boy, get us 3 soldiers up here. Be beautiful. But, I mean, you want to buy probably closer to 1740. So, again, keep it on your guys' watch list. Obvious resistance kind of coming in here. Once we break out, we should be good to go. But, again, very strong support area. If it does break down, go for the go for the volume profile line buy-in. But great uptrend. No resistance trend. But, again, a great uptrend. If we do get a breakout over the POC, should have some great day trading, if not swing opportunities here. Let's check the indicators. Again, look how consolidated these 3 lines are. Scoot on over. Look at the EMA lines. They're all stacked together. We break over the 200. The 10 crosses the 50. 50 crosses the 200. Then we're off to the races. This is what happens. Look at, we go from, this is kind of where we are right now. We cross over. 10 crosses the 50. 50 crosses the 200. What happens? Now we're uptrending. If we can get over this, that'll be our sign for going long. Proper stacked. I love it. RSI, it's fair. Again, we're going sideways. A lot of plays today, the RSI is fair. Not much selling off the last few days. So again, you should take into consideration, not many of these are going to be value purchases. We got a lot of momentum purchases. That shows what the market is, right? Stochastic, a bit. No real bear. No, not. There's a small bearish divergence I would take into consideration before I would throw the bank at it. Again, it's nothing major. It already pulled back because of that, so check into that. Bulls and bears, again, are consolidating. INMB, I'm good at spelling, definitely is going to need some extra due diligence. It's a biotech company, it seems like. If they have a good drug coming, look into it. Otherwise, it may just be stalling for a while until a new date drops. But overall, I like what I see. I would definitely watch list it. Next is LBC. You know, just like Long Beach, California. We're the Snoop Dogg gifts. What's great is this is a all brand new high, right? It started off over here, and now we're pressuring this. We get over this, it could be a new all-time great breakout. Again, you can see we have nice uptrend. Maybe it's making some form of a wedge here. I'd be careful of that in the longer term. Maybe it's wedging up. And again, it may break down soon. But again, hey, we're going for a swing. I want to get one more move up. Give me 5, 6, 7% here. I'd be happy. One thing to notice with this play in particular is look at this. Every old resistance, I'm going to highlight them. Every old resistance right there and right there became what? Support and support. What's this? Resistance right here becoming hopefully a support. So that's what I'm looking out for. It's done this twice now. 3 times the charm. I love what I see. Great trend. Maybe it can go sideways for a while. Look at it, consolidate sideways, moves up, sideways, moves up. We may be here for what? 7, 8, 9 days, then move up. We'll see what happens with earnings. It likes to go up every single time. That's coming. If it does what I want it to do, it should be a very easy play for those who notice these supports and resistances. Let's check the indicators together. Once we cross over the 50, that's your good go signal. We're above it. We go over the 10 tomorrow. We're good to go on a crossover. And again, I think we have value. RSI at 50 is good. Wrong button. I had fajitas, so I'm a little bit jumpy. A little bit. I got the itis. Sorry. But it's good to see you, friend. So we have a great looking stochastic. It just blew over red. No divergence, but again, it's showing some life here at negative 40. Good deal. Bulls low, bears high. LBC with the Snoop Dogg SNOP DOGG. You know, West Side or whatever. I don't know. Looks pretty good here. I had so much food before I did this episode, dog. I'm so tired. I apologize. That should have been a great joke, but I'm sleepy. So LBC looks really good. I would definitely watch list it. Next is onto Innovations. Again, a great trend up, great resistance, make a nice little wedgie wedge. Look at Onto's been printing for years. It's just been printing. You may goof up your entry, and guess what? I'm sure in 2 or 3 years, you'd be just fine. Not reassuring to some of you who bag hold, but hey, it is what it is. You were to hold, you'd probably be okay here. Onto, I do want it a bit lower, but once again, old resistances become supports. Old resistances become supports. It does that all the time. Old resistance becoming a support. So again, we're right in this area, maybe 2 or 3% lower. Maybe you get 9 or 10%. Nothing crazy, but a 5-to-1 odds is fantastic. Great trend up, great support. This is all a great area of convergence. If you don't know what convergence means, watch that video. Watch it, you'll thank me later. It's a good looking video. I love what I see. My cat's terrified of me whispering. Let's check the indicators. Oh, that 200 be cooking. While we hold over that, we're good. And again, the 10 crosses are beautiful. Look at these 10 run-ups. These are almost perfect. Whoop, all the way up, and then you sell out when you cross under it. all the way up, you sell off when you get under it, all the way up, you sell when you get under it. So now we're over the 10. If tomorrow it goes red, we're under it, we don't buy in. But once we cross back over the 10, we should be good to go. Bounce, go green, buy in. It goes under, we wait. RSI, it's fair, and again, we're going sideways. Stochastic's a bit high. No bearish divergence, no real bullish divergence. It all checks out, but again, you may see a pullback to the 200. I would wait then. Bulls and bears are consolidating sideways. As we can see, whoever gets volume is going to win. On2 looks really easy here. I love what I see. Super easy play. And that 10 line crossover is fantastic. You get over the 10, you can hold it and run with it. If you go under it, you just wait for it to go back over. The 10 crosses are so easy there. That's what I would play off of my own opinion. But at ONTO, On2 looks fantastic. Next is PARR. I think PARR here is due for a breakout. Now PARR overall, again, has had higher highs, and it stays in this channel. This area it's at has been pivotal. Historically, it bounced off the spot plenty. It constantly bounces here. This down here is even better. So what's great is that if we do break down here at 14, we do come down to 14, great support play down there. But if we do get a breakout, we're going to see it soon. It's starting to consolidate, and it soon popped off. If we were to go back in time, scrolls, we had a nice horizontal triangle forming, and then broke out, gaps over it, and now we may retest. But again, it looks like it's due for a run up. I like what I see here. You go as buy in lower, but I think if we do cross over, I would definitely go long. Let's check the indicators. While we're over the 10, we're good to go. Again, easy 10 run ups across the board here. While we're over the 10, you're good to go. Especially the 50, we do pull back, we'll probably test that and go along there. Looks good. Again, high. It's a bit high, but again, I want to break out with some new volume, reset these indicators, go up, and then maybe retest the 10 later or retest the 50 after a good run here. Again, PARR, barring any macro market disasters, it looks pretty good. If the whole market sell off, easy short, easy peasy lemon squeezy, literally squeeze short, but cha. So I like what I see here. I would go long, but the macro indexes do crap the bed, easy short as well. Last is SHLS, SHLS Technology, a very simple resistance trend line, very consistent, and a newer supporting trend line. Oh, sweet babe. And of course, it may come over here, you may be whatever. You do have higher lows consistently, lower highs, it's consolidating. Again, 10-year, it's not that long. It just came out, right? So we have a really good history of bulls stepping in your 26 and 27. It may dip, it may dip a little bit more tomorrow. It's, it's dropped a bunch here. Right, if it keeps dipping, you just go, okay, the support must have been here. Dips farther, okay, right about here. Whatever it may be. I'm probably being a bit aggressive, but again, this trend line's holding. We have higher lows. Can easily see 15, 16%, risking 4 or 5. Easy support play, looks really good. Let's check the indicators. What we're going for, the 10 cross works. Again, very easy 10 run-ups on this time frame. That's a good go signal, but down here, easy value. Once we get properly stacked, like over here, you have your best runs. So, going away for some confirmation, great, but down here looks pretty good. RSI, it's fair, stock is low, bulls low, bears high. It checks every box again. It's a super easy play. I like what I see. SHLS, I would definitely watch this. Let's see what it does into this week. I usually have more enthusiasm, but again, I had just eaten, and I ate a bunch of Mexican food, and now I'm exhausted. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow for one more watch list for the week. If you enjoy the content, check it out. Otherwise, have a good rest of your guys' weekend. We'll see you guys, not weekend. Idiot. Have a good one. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks.